Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 2 couple spoils storyline while filming Tell All. What of the 690 Day? The Last Resort Season 2 couples has spoiled their storyline after they were recently spotted filming together. The newest season of the popular 90 Day Fiancé spin-off has these familiar faces spending 3 weeks in a desert oasis in Arizona. The 90 Day Fiancé couples from various spin-offs that have reached their relationship breaking point will then undergo a rigorous relationship boot camp aimed at rebuilding trust and connections. After multiple sessions with therapists and counselors, the couples will participate in a commitment ceremony to decide if they stay together or go their separate ways. Sophie and Rob were together when fans last saw them at the Happily Ever After. Tell All, they were dealing with trust issues stemming from Rob's online cheating, but had decided to take the therapy approach. According to In Touch, several 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 2 cast members were spotted in New York City this week, suggesting they were filming the Tell All. Sophie posted several Instagram stories about being in the Big Apple. Meanwhile, Rob, who tagged Brooklyn, New York in a selfie, was seen with his co-star Josh Weinstein in Puerto Rico a few hours later. Sophie and Rob lived together in Los Angeles when she came to the U.S. for the first time. Sophie spent time at Rob's infamous LA apartment with no bathroom in 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, but they headed to Austin once they were married. Sophie moved out of Rob's apartment a few months into their marriage. Sophie has continued living in Texas since then, while Rob has moved back to Los Angeles. Sophie and Rob had agreed to stay friends after their split, but their minimal interactions online suggest they ended things on bad terms. Rob has become good friends with Natalie Mordov-Seva's on and off boyfriend Josh and Jamal Menzies. His latest Instagram stories show Rob in his adventures with his 90 Day Bad Boys group in Old San Juan. While Sophie did not join her husband on the vacation, there are also rumors that he has found a new girlfriend for him. Rob reportedly filmed a new spin-off in Mexico in October 2024, where he interacted with several single old and new cast members as they lived under the same roof. There, Rob hooked up with Jennifer Tarazona, and it's believed they are still dating. Sophie and Rob have been separated since May 2023. They did try to get back together throughout Hia and now 90 Day, the last resort, but seem to have reached a decision. Sophie could never get herself to trust Rob after the first time he cheated years ago. It should have been a warning sign, but she ignored it to marry him. Rob wasn't cut out for marriage. Their multiple breakups suggested Rob and Sophie treated their relationship as if they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Rob may treat his new girlfriend right after learning from his mistakes. The anticipation surrounding 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 2 had been at an all-time high. Fans eagerly speculated about the drama, heartbreak, and potential reconciliations awaiting them. However, during the filming of the explosive Tell All special, a surprising couple let slip some juicy spoilers that had the room buzzing with shock, and viewers questioning everything they thought they knew about their journey. The stage is set. The Tell All stage was glitzy, complete with plush couches, muted lighting, and dramatic pauses. Hosted by Sean Robinson, the set had an air of glamour masking the chaos everyone knew would unfold. This season had been rife with challenges, infidelity scandals, cultural clashes, and therapy breakthroughs that sometimes felt more like breakdowns. Among the cast sat Jonah and Alina, the polarizing pair who had dominated much of the season. Jonah, a smooth-talking entrepreneur from Chicago, and Alina, a fiery Russian ballet dancer, had clashed from the moment they stepped foot into the couple's retreat. While fans rooted for them to work through their issues, many doubted they would last. Jonah's commitment phobia and Elena's distrust had been the cornerstone of their storyline. In therapy sessions, Jonah repeatedly dodged the topic of marriage, while Elena unearthed receipts, literal and metaphorical, of Jonah's flirtations with other women. The tension was palpable, but so was the chemistry that neither could seem to quit. The bombshell slip. As Sean introduced each couple, the conversation turned toward Jonah and Elena's progress. Jonah, Elena, you both came in with deep-seated trust issues and a lot to unpack. Where do things stand now? Sean asked, her tone both professional and prying. Jonah smirked, running a hand through his perfectly styled hair. Well, Sean, let's just say we've had our ups and downs. Elena's expression soured. Downs more than ups, she muttered, earning chuckles from the audience. But before the tension could escalate, Jonah added, actually, things have taken a surprising turn. Let's just say we're working on something big, something that might surprise everyone. He winked at the camera, clearly reveling in the attention. Sean, ever the savvy host, seized on the vague statement. Care to elaborate, Jonah? Is this about your future together? Elena, unable to hold back, blurted, Jonah proposed, but not to me. The room went silent, save for gasps from the other cast members. Even Sean looked momentarily stunned before regaining her composure. Excuse me, she asked, her voice tinged with disbelief. Jonah groaned, burying his face in his hands. Elena, come on. You're blowing this out of proportion. No, Jonah, Elena shot back, her Russian accent thick with emotion. Tell them the truth. You went on your little business trip, and I found the pictures. Tell them about your other woman. The fallout begins. The cast erupted into a cacophony of murmurs and shocked expressions. Angela, ever the queen of drama, leaned forward, fanning herself. Oh, honey, this is juicier than my peach cobbler recipe. Sean attempted to regain control of the room. Jonah, are you saying you've been unfaithful during this process? Jonah sighed, looking genuinely cornered. No, I wasn't unfaithful. The photos Elena found were from before we came to the retreat. And yes, I had a moment of weakness, but I've been nothing but committed since we got here. Elena wasn't buying it. Weakness? You bought her a ring. You never even took me to Tiffany's. Jonah's face turned red, his calm demeanor slipping. Elena, I've explained this 100 times. That ring was a business expense. She's an investor, not a romantic partner. Sean tilted her head, sensing more layers to the story. Jonah, let me get this straight. Are you saying the proposal Elena mentioned wasn't real? It wasn't, Jonah insisted. The photos were part of a deal. The woman wanted it to look like we were engaged for a publicity stunt. Elena crossed her arms. Do I look like an idiot to you? You kissed her in the pictures. The room takes sides. The tell-all quickly devolved into a debate, with cast members chiming in. Angela, who'd been sitting next to Kalani, couldn't resist. Girl, if my man even thought about pulling a stunt like that, he'd be 6 feet under. Yora shook her head. This is why I always say, no trust, no relationship. Jonah, you're playing games. Jonah defended himself, but his frustration was evident. Everyone here has skeletons in their closets. Don't act like you're all saints. Meanwhile, Jovi, never one to miss a chance to stir the pot, leaned over to Sean. This guy's making me look like husband of the year. The audience roared with laughter, but the tension between Jonah and Elena was far from resolved. Sean digs deeper. Sean, ever the skilled interviewer, pressed further. Jonah, if these photos were part of a business deal, why didn't you come clean to Elena sooner? Jonah hesitated. Because I knew she'd react like this. She always jumps to the worst conclusions. Alina stood up, tears brimming in her eyes. You lied, Jonah. Every time you lie, it's like another crack in our foundation. How can we build a future if you're always hiding things? The vulnerability in her voice silenced the room. Even Jonah looked momentarily shaken. Elena, I know I've made mistakes, but I love you. I came to this retreat to fix us, not destroy us. A shocking twist. As the conversation continued, another revelation emerged. Jonah's business partner had actually been spotted in the retreat's vicinity just days earlier. Photos surfaced of Jonah having lunch with a woman at a nearby cafe, sparking rumors that their connection wasn't as innocent as he claimed. Alina's anger flared anew. So this is what working on us looks like. Sneaking off to meet her. Jonah struggled to explain, but the damage was done. The cast audience and even Sean seemed to lose patience with his evasions. Jonah, Sean concluded, it sounds like there's more to this story than you're willing to share. The aftermath. By the end of the tell-all, Jonah and Alina's future remained uncertain. Alina, though heartbroken, hinted at taking a break to reevaluate their relationship. I deserve honesty, she said, her voice steady despite the tears. Maybe Jonah needs to figure out what he really wants. Jonah, for his part, seemed conflicted. I messed up, he admitted, but I'm not ready to give up on us. As the credits rolled, viewers were left with more questions than answers. Had Jonah truly been unfaithful? Was Alina ready to walk away for good? And who was the mysterious woman at the center of the drama? Fans react. Social media exploded as fans dissected every word and gesture from the tell-all. Team Alina and Team Jonah camps emerged, each armed with theories and evidence to back their claims. Memes flooded timelines with captions like, a business expense? Really, Jonah? And Elena deserves better. One thing was certain, 90 Day. The Last Resort Season 2 had delivered drama in spades, and the fallout from Jonah and Elena's storyline was just beginning. Fans eagerly awaited updates, knowing the tell-all was only the tip of the iceberg.